Now I would like to invite our first speaker, Maksym Khomutskyi, the Senior Solutions Architect of Global Healthcare and Life Sciences at Amazon Web Services. Maksym, over to you.
Thank you, and good morning. My name is Maksym Khomutskyi. I'm a Senior Solution Architect, Global Life Science and Healthcare with Amazon Web Services. Our topic for today is advancing your healthcare mission with generative artificial intelligence. According to McKinsey survey on the adoption of machine learning, almost 60% of the companies reported that they are AI in at least one function in their organizations. And that tells you that ML has transitioned from being something that only a handful of companies used to do, becoming integral to how companies do business today in large part. AWS drove this transformation by building a broadest and deepest set of AI and ML services, over 100,000 customers doing machine learning on AWS today. At AWS, we have played a key role in democratizing machine learning and making it accessible to anyone who wants to use it, helping our healthcare customers innovate faster with access to the most comprehensive set of AI and ML services. When we introduced Amazon SageMaker back in 2017, our goal was to make machine learning more accessible and easier to use to healthcare organizations of all sizes and disciplines. And since then, we have seen rapid acceleration in adoption of AWS machine learning among healthcare organizations, including Philips, Cambia, 3M, and Roche. So, what is AI? AI is the way to describe any system that can replicate tasks that previously required human intelligence. Most AI use cases are looking for probabilistic outcome, making prediction or a decision with a high degree of certainty, similar to human judgment. Almost all AI systems today are created using machine learning. Machine learning uses large amount of data to create and validate decision logic, which is known as a model. Deep learning is type of machine learning that uses a technique known as deep neural networks. These systems replicates how human brains function, which allows those systems to address more complex use cases than was previously possible. Finally, reinforcement learning trains model by using reward function of desired outcome. It's used, for example, for autonomous vehicle and usually requires simulation tools to train model. But what exactly generative AI? AWS has been doing generative AI for years. For example, foundational models are used to generate highly accurate speech results on search results on Amazon.com, and to deliver the human-like conversational experience millions of people enjoying every day with Alexa. And Amazon made state-of-art Alexa teacher model, a large language model available through Amazon SageMaker. Customers can use this LLM for a wide range of the use cases, from summarizing financial reports to powering human-like customer service chatbots. Generative AI is on the rise because it can produce new original content that is close enough to human-generated content for real-world tasks such as questions answering, text summarization, and image generation. The ML models powering generative AI, popularly known as foundational models or large language models, are trained on a massive amounts of data with several hundred billion parameters. There are many existing successful applications that rely on LLMs. For example, AI-21 word tune write which millions write more easily using AI-21. Jurassic model, ChatGPT, which utilizing a customized version of OpenAI GPT 3.5. Amazon Code Whisper that accelerate application development with automatic code recommendations based on code comments in your IDE. which uses an Amazon LLM that trained on a code dataset. We see many enterprise customers that won't harness the same foundational models to their business use cases. Developers can adapt the models for a wide range of use cases with little fine-tuning required for each task. For example, Stable Diffusion, the foundational model from Stability AI, is used by hundreds of applications such as Dream Studio and Photoshop, reaching millions of end users. In this way, power of these capabilities is accessible to all, including developers who lack of specialized machine learning skills, and in some cases, people with no technical background. Using foundational models can also reduce the time for developing new AI applications to a level rarely possible before. The size and general purpose nature of foundational models make them different from traditional machine learning models, which typically perform specific tasks like analyzing text for a sentiment, classifying images, or forecasting trends. With traditional models, in order to achieve each specific task, customers need to gather labeled data, train model, and deploy that model. With foundational models, instead of gathering labeled data for each model and training multiple models, customer can use the same pre-trained foundational model to adapt various tasks. Foundational models can also customize to perform domain-specific functions that are differentiated to their business using only small fraction of the data and compute required to train model from scratch. The potential of foundational models is incredibly exciting, but we're still in very early days. AWS generative AI stack includes 3 macro layers, and they are all equally important. We're investing in all of them. The bottom layer is the infrastructure used to train foundational models and run these models in production. The middle layer provides access to all LLMs and other foundational models you need to the tools needed to build and scale generative AI applications with them. The top layer, we have applications built leveraging foundational models so that you can take advantages of Gen AI quickly without any specialized knowledge. Foundational models use cases are generate new pieces of original content, such as short stories, essays, song, creative art, jokes, images, by providing generative AI models with specific prompts of them. Accelerate application development with automatic code recommendations based on the code and comments in your IDE tools. Get brief summary of textual content such as article, meeting, blog post, book, documents to get gist without having to read the full content. As writing assistant, by rephrasing the text, you write to perfect grammar or rephrase the message in particular tone, let's say casual or professional. Make it shorter or longer. Accelerate writing with skeleton generation. For example, to create onboarding form for customers interested in joining a product beta program. I could simply ask the model to create a skeleton form and then apply any changes to fit exact what I need. I could even get a more specific results by asking that the form will include customer contact details, demography, and industry. Building conversational interfaces, such as chatbots and virtual assistants to enhance the user experience for your customer. Search and find and synthesize information to answer the questions from the large corpus of data such as the internet. Run image classification, correctly flag product brand and category for, let's say, 1 million SKUs. Use cases with image generations also can create novel design for your peer products using pre-trained models with a fine-tuning. GenAI can support clinicians' workflow by listening to patient conversation, summarizing clinical notes, and consolidating the records from various sources into EHR. It can also suggest optimal imaging and diagnosis based on the patient data. for a care management system can efficiently review records of registries, analyze individual records to identify risks, study cohorts in the EHR to reveal population risk and segment groups for a targeting intervention. To improve patient engagement, GenAI can provide self-triage capabilities, productively communicate with patients, offer post-discharge care guidance, and generate patient-friendly reports. GenAI can boost research efforts by automating data cleaning and enabling cross-patient queries to identify clinical trial matches. Finally, for enterprise functions, chatbots can serve educational needs for medical students while also helping search documents and field IT, HR, and other internal questions. AWS customers have asked how they can quickly take advantage of what is out there today to quickly begin using foundational models and generative AI within their business and organizations, drive new levels of productivity, transform their offerings. We identify 4 important considerations: quickly build and deploy generative applications at scale. Amazon Bedrock is fully managed service that make range of powerful foundation models from Amazon and leading AI companies, including AI21 Labs, Anthropic, Cohere, Meta, and Stability AI, available through the scalable, reliable, and secure API. With Bedrock serverless experience, you can quickly experiment with foundational models, privately customize foundational models with your own data, and easily integrate and deploy them into your application using familiar AWS tools and capabilities without managing infrastructure. Agents for Amazon Bedrock make it easier to develop it for developers to create generative AI-based applications that can complete complex tasks and respond with more accurate and relevant answers using retrieval augmented generation. We believe in offering the best choice and flexibility on foundational models for your use cases. We have our own Amazon Titan model, including Titan Text for text summarization and our Titan Embeddings model for embeddings and search. We offer AI21 Labs Jurassic 2, which use natural language to generate text in a variety of languages. Anthropic Cloud is built with the latest research on responsible AI to perform conversational and text processing text. Also, now available Claude 3. Comment. But here's a large language model, is text generation model trained for business applications such as summarization, copywriting, dialogue extraction, and question answering. Fine-tuned version of Llama 2 models from Meta are ideal for dialogue use cases. Bedrock also supports Stability AI foundational models, including widely popular Stable Diffusion model, which is capable of generating unique images and art and designs. But you evidently need to make sure that all your data is kept privately and secure, that none of your data is used to train the underlying model, that all data is encrypted and does not leave your virtual private cloud. When the customers want to customize the base foundational models with Amazon Bedrock, their customer-specific data is used to train a separate copy of the base foundational model. This customized foundational model is private to the customer, not that neither the customized foundational models nor the data that was used to customize the base foundational models get shared with any other customer. We believe that this should be easier for developers to do. That's why I recently announced the preview of Agents Amazon Bedrock, a new capability for developers to enable generative AI application to complete tasks in just a few clicks. With a few clicks, Agent Bedrock configures your foundational model, automatically break down and orchestrate tasks without any manual code. The agent securely connects to your company's data sources through the simple API, automatically converts your data into machine-readable format, and augmented the user's request with relevant information, generate a more accurate response. Agent in Bedrock also takes action to fulfill the user's request by executing API calls on your behalf. And you don't have to worry about complex system integration and infrastructure provisioning. As a full managed service, Agent for Bedrock takes care of all of these for you. Agents for Amazon Bedrock currently in preview and will allow you to complete the task in generative AI application with just a few clicks. Talking about the vector databases. We actually announced and supporting right now vector engine for Amazon OpenSearch serverless. And again, this is not the single vector engine that proposed by AWS. This vector engine offers simple, scalable, high-performing vector storage and search without the need to manage infrastructure. Developers can store vectors alongside business data and text, making it easier to query embeddings, metadata, perform text search from a single API call. And because it's serverless, developers don't need to manage cluster or worry about the production scale. In addition to semantic search, embeddings can use to augment your prompts for more accurate results through RAG. As we saw with agents example, we have been investing the most price-performed infrastructure for machine learning, so you can rely on scale with foundational models. Over the last 5 years, AWS has been investing in our own silicon to push the envelope on performance, price performance for demanding workloads like machine learning, training, and inference. And our AWS Trainium and AWS Inferentia chips offer the lowest cost for training models and running Inferentia in the cloud. This ability to maximize performance and control cost by choosing the optimal machine learning infrastructure is why leading AI startups like AI21 Labs, Anthropic, Here, Grammarly, Hugging Face, Runway, and Stability AI runs on AWS. Another important piece is responsible AI. Amazon supports the idea of responsible AI. And we have a principles: treat all people fairly, include everyone, perform reliable and safely, respect privacy and security, explain system openly and honestly, take responsibility for impacts. And I do have a short demo. So this is a short demo how large language model can be used as a virtual assistant. Health systems produce petabytes of unstructured data every day, and it's growing exponentially. This mass of information comprises clinical documents, scanned documents like PDF, laboratory reports, radiology, pathology, image reports, clinical procedures, forms, and tables. this data is not easy to use or analyze. At the moment, 97% of it goes unused since it's unstructured. Every healthcare provider, payer, and life science company is trying to solve the problem of structuring this data so they can operate more efficiently, improve patient outcome, and accelerate decision-making. With Amazon TextRact, you can automatically extract printed text from insurance claims forms and handwritten medical notes and documents. With Amazon Comprehend Medical, a natural language processing service, you can then map each extracted piece of the information to associated medical code with high accuracy and low latency, like RX norm or medications and their brand names, or ICD-10 codes with diseases and conditions. With Amazon Health Lake, an analytics service, you can store, query, and analyze health data for a complete view of patients' medical history. Top use cases for medical IDP include accelerating insurance claim processing, automate claim capture, validation, and approval for workflows for healthcare insurance companies for risk adjustments. So that is to appropriate compensate health plans for the cost of associated with taking on members with chronic health conditions. Scale and accelerate pharmacovigilance, rapidly identify adverse, often reported forms or PDF files to improve drug safety and meet regulatory conditions. Improving population health. Now you have all these indexes and structured data. You can identify health trends in population or realize operational efficiency. I wanted to bring one of the examples. Health insurance companies spend millions of dollars to extract medical information like treatments and procedures from claims forms, coming with attachments, perform their business operations. It used to take an average of 20 minutes per claim to manually extract this information. Anthem choose Amazon TextRact and Comprehend Medical to extract and digitize data quickly, processing thousands of claims each day. It turned their automate 80% of its benefits program claim processing workflow. Here is an example of application architecture that is using TextRact to extract printed forms or handwritten medical notes and documents. And after that, through the chatbot powered by Bedrock and RAC, your user can actually query the information about specific patient. I wanted to touch HealthScribe. With HealthScribe, healthcare software vendors can create applications that reduce burden of clinical documentation. It supports the responsible use of AI by including reference to original patient transcripts for every sentence in AI-generated clinical notes. That makes it easier to validate accuracy of the summary of their application. Security and privacy features are also built in to ensure input audio and output text are not stored in HealthScribe. HealthScribe requires existing infrastructure for a capture patient-physician audio files, and it's still, and again, you can start using it. With this service, you can reduce documentation burden on the clinicians by empowering them to quickly validate and edit AI-generated clinical notes by finalizing their documentation. You can boost efficiency of medical scribers, which can help reduce documentation turnaround time and help you serve more physicians with existing scribe workforces. You can also create an experience that enables patients to quickly recollect the key highlights of their conversation in your application. AWS HealthScribe can be assembled, integrated into your application to significantly enhance and accelerate the clinical documentation process for a clinician. It can provide clinicians with detailed consultation transcripts along with the speaker roles. You can provide the ability clinicians to skip small talk and focus on a key portion of discussion. You can also provide preliminary draft of clinical notes using generative AI. which links back to relevant dialogues in consulting transcript. And you can also extract the key medical terms from the discussion in your application. I wanted to spend a few minutes and cover how you can engage with AWS if you are interested. And again, we have a product which is GenAI Incubator. The GenAI Incubator is a product incubator helping AWS customers accelerate AI/ML adoption and drive into production, where global teams of applied scientists, business consultants, ML strategists, engineers, and architects with deep experience applying machine learning to solve diverse business problems. The team works on hands-on machine learning projects that requires custom solutions to address well-defined business problems with production goals. Again, how we can help? Explore and experiment safely, reliable and cost-effectively. Discover and implement guardrails to reduce the risk. More controls focus across bias and fairness, privacy and security. And governance for enterprise content and workflows. We can help you with selection of the best foundational models. Also, we can apply foundational models to your real-world data and verify how it works. And again, we will help you to balance efficiency, scalability, and risk. In addition to our broader library of digital courses on AWS Skill Builder, as well as programs like AWS Academy, Restart, and Educate, you always can contact AWS for additional guidance. Amazon aims to provide a free AI skill training to 2 million people by 2025 with its new AI-ready commitment. Again, please feel free to visit aboutamazon.com/news/AWS, AWS-free-AI-skills-training-courses. And a couple of the notes, what is needed to succeed? And again, our recommendations start with identifying the most valuable strategic use case that will benefit from AI capabilities. Focus first on the potential impact rather than on technology. Evaluate your current data assets. Confirm you have the resources and methods needed for responsible data use. Access your internal capabilities. Leverage trusted partner if needed. AWS offers an extensive partner network and professional services to accelerate your AI initiatives. Start small with 1 or 2 proof of concepts. Iterate based on the learnings. Scale will demonstrate clear value. We offer industry most comprehensive set of data and machine learning services designed for optimal price performance for any use cases. We're investing in zero ETL future so you can quickly and easily connect all your data. We provide end-to-end governance capabilities to help you move faster with data. Our offerings are proven in some of the most demanding usage scenarios. We have more than 1.5 million customers using AWS databases, analytics, or machine learning services. We have 17 years of data and machine learning innovation and continuing with many industries first, starting with Amazon S3. We're first scalable object storage in the cloud and our first generally available AWS service. And we'll offer multiple ways to get started, including trainings, enablement, and global network of 1,000 partners, independent software vendors. Thank you all, and have a wonderful rest of your day.